What is up again, guys? My name is Tigernemesis, and today I'm bringing you a little bit different of a video, and I always say that, I know. This time I'm actually going to go ahead and review the game called The Messenger, so let's go ahead and start. So, given the fact that this is my first game review ever, I wanted to start off with a great new game that I really enjoyed. You know, instead of starting off this new series that I'm going to start off with by complaining about a crappy game, please keep in mind that I will seriously strive to continue to review games over time with a better structure, but since this is my first review, please go easy, damn it. Now, I want to start off around by saying that I absolutely love old school games because, like many other gamers that are around my age, we were enthralled and mesmerized by the amazing games that we grew up with. I will admit I'm guilty, and a huge part of me mentally stayed with my NES games because they will forever be incredibly fun for me, that I still play to this day anyways. With that part out of the way, let's jump into the beautiful, reminiscent labyrinth that is The Messenger. If I haven't been obvious enough about this already, I absolutely love this game and will be sharing some spoilers. So for those of you that came to hear a random gamer on YouTube sound off about a game that you're on the fence about buying without spoilers, I promise that I will just stick to only what is necessary to reveal about the game. However, the background video might show some scenes that might be related to the story, but please keep in mind this is only done to demonstrate how incredible this game is. Now, I'm not going to bore anyone here with how I came to hear about this game myself, nor does it matter. The only thing that does matter is that I somehow did find it. Alright, let's begin. So, as I began playing this, I will be brutally honest. I skipped through the menu's intro cutscene because I wanted to just jump into the game already. To give you an incredibly brief overview about the story, the ninja that you play as lives in a village with other ninjas that are hiding from a bunch of demons that have taken over the island that they live on. The rest of the world doesn't exist because they all died due to a massive flood. Demons pretty much destroyed everything on the island, which caused the surviving humans to go into hiding. After 500 years, the demons return and start wreaking havoc once again. This causes you to begin your mission as a lone messenger, quote unquote, that must take the sacred scroll to its destination, causing you to venture out to the previously forsaken land. You begin the game minutes before the demons return and are given a scroll to begin your journey. As you're given the pseudo tutorial, you are introduced to the cloud jump, which is where striking an enemy with your sword causes a small cloud to appear at your feet, which you can then use to jump once again. In all honesty, I love this element of the game because it differs so much from the traditional double jump. If used correctly, you can chain attacks with jumps to pretty much dominate the air without ever hitting the floor, thus helping you feel like a ninja badass within the first couple minutes. Did I mention that the game has an 8-bit mode? Alright, we'll touch more about that later. Anyways, where was I? Oh yes, as you further progress through the game, you're given the opportunity to collect time shards scattered all across the area, which is the in-game currency that you can then trade in to buy upgrades for your equipment. There's also optional power coins that you can collect throughout the game. These act as the hidden optional collectibles that you can choose to work to find or just ignore altogether. Now, for the shopkeeper, quote unquote, this dude is funny as hell and his shop is accessible through several parts of the overall map. Once you meet him for the first time, he introduces himself along with the comedic aspect of the game that I really wasn't expecting. Not that it was bad by any means, it's just awesome because it made me laugh so damn much throughout the game itself. Also, the Ninja Gaiden reference is the first and foremost thing that is addressed with respect. The comedic value that was added to the game made it stand out against other games of the same genre because it's so damn good and it consistently breaks the fourth wall to interact with you as the gamer. I mean, I can let you die if you prefer. This is one of the greatest lines in the game that stayed in my mind as I completed it and still right now after I'm playing it a second time. These are the words of your best friend, Quarble. And I say best with quotes, of course. This is the reason why you're still going to live after dying an agonizing, painful death. This little small creature will revive you after you die so you can continue your mission, but this comes at a small price, literally. This little guy will hang around with you after he revives you and steal all your time shards until he thinks you've repaid your debt for having him revive you. He's gonna keep poking fun at you every time you die. You just got crushed in between two moving platforms? Guess what? He's got a specific line for that. Keep dying by falling into spikes? Yeah, he's also got a line for that too. It just feels like his comedic insults about your abilities as a gamer piss you off just mildly enough to want to continue and prove this damn Quarble thing wrong. I love that name. There are 17 areas to visit. There, I said it. 17 areas. That is a lot for a game that wasn't supposed to be that long, or in my mind wasn't supposed to be that long. Once you get through the 8-bit story linear section of the game, and you think you finished it, it continues and just blasts open an 8-bit/16-bit combination of exploration and adventure. Try saying that twice. The overall movement and momentum of the game is very fluid. At no time during my playthrough did I feel like it was too hard or that it got boring and repetitive enough for me to stop. Neither was the main adventure aspect of the game, nor with the bosses. The equipment upgrade process seemed to respect your progress in the game and did not punish you for not having the essential upgrades, which are given to you for free anyways. Abilities like the climbing claws to climb up walls, the gliding suit to glide down from big jumps like a damn flying squirrel, or the grappling hook to crank up your speed, well, by a lot. The game keeps the controls pretty basic: jump, slash, grappling hook, running on water, menu, and inventory. Throughout the game, it doesn't ever feel like you have too much to memorize, too many damn buttons to act as a badass ninja. It slowly pushes you to get better by dying less and somehow, at the same time encouraging you to die to become more persistent to collect all the power coins by using a combination of the abilities that I just mentioned. The music, oh god damn, this is such a fascinating part of the game for me because it ties all of the other elements perfectly with each other. It felt like I was a kid again with such an amazing soundtrack that felt this incredibly memorable. At some point during the game, you can switch from an 8-bit perspective to a 16-bit perspective. Trust me, there's a very logical and awesome reason why this happens, which I'm not going to spoil for you right now. You guys can just have to play the game to find out. And when you switch, the music seamlessly connects to its counterpart, as in there are both 8-bit and 16-bit versions of the song that play. You can completely tell that the composer for this soundtrack had a blast making this because you can hear it. Such a dedication to the music can be distinctly heard, and it really sets the mood for the stage or boss that you're in. Oh my god, the graphics! Just amazing. I don't know how else I can describe the beautiful way that the story is built up, broken down, spread out, and spoon-fed to you in such nostalgic fidelity. I'm very serious when I say that I could not put the damn controller down. I wanted to keep going, to finish what I started, and to see what was going to happen next. The sound effects and visuals reminded me of other games that are true to my heart as well. Besides the obvious Ninja Gaiden, I was able to actually trace elements from other games like Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo games like True Lies, The Lion King, yes, that's a classic for us, X-Men, X-Men 2 Clone Wars, NES's Batman, Super Metroid, Raiden, Castlevania, just a bunch of different things. Overall, this is an amazing game that I cannot recommend enough, and rather than opting for a traditional blank out of blank score with games this incredible, I would just say that this is a must-buy if you enjoyed badass Nintendo or Super Nintendo games of the same type, or Famicom if you're abroad, especially if you own a Nintendo Switch. Okay, fine, you know what, fine, I'll give it a damn score, only to follow tradition though. However, I mean, you know, at this point, I'm sure you guys can tell what score I'm gonna give it anyway. That's right, this is a damn 10 out of 10 for me. I'm hitting my table like you guys can see me. If you end up buying the game, I also highly recommend getting the soundtrack to it. It's seriously that good. Alright, I'm gonna stop rambling on and go back to playing this game again. Thank you very much for sitting through this and giving me a chance to give my opinion to you guys on a game that you probably never heard of, or if you have heard it, you know, in which case you shouldn't be watching my review, just go buy it. That's how badass it games. I should have probably put that in the beginning of the video. You see this review, just buy it, that's it. There's no, you don't need to have a review on it, just go buy it, that's how badass it is. Anyway, seriously though, thank you guys, everybody, very much for watching. This has been my first review of a game, yeah, that's right. Alright, thank you very much everybody, I said that twice already. Take care, peace. I don't know why I'm actually doing the peace sign like I usually do. You guys can't see me. It's the first video where I don't put my face. Well, not the first video, but I need to stop talking. Take care, guys. Peace. Yeah.